once you've purchased your peptides and you have all your supplies, wipes, syringes, hydrostatic water, next step is to actually decide how much backwater is going to go into your powdered peptide. There are a couple ways to do this. There are groups that you can get in and they can offer suggestions. I am in some of those groups and there's some charts. Use ChatGPT and find some charts. Google, and there's all kinds of information. I have lots of charts that I have found along the way. I follow lots of people that talk about these things and what they use, as well as a peptide calculator, which I'm getting ready to share. I'm going to share a couple of them that I have used or that I think work, especially when you're starting out. You use the peptide calculator to determine how much backwater goes in there, and then that will tell you how many units you're going to inject then when you use your peptide. The first one that I'm going to show you is called Peptides Calculator. Some things you need to know is the kind of syringes you're using. Are you using a 30, a 50, or 100 unit? You need to know what your peptide amount is. What are the milligrams that are in it? Then usually from there, I go down to what is my desired amount. So if I'm taking the tea, for example, maybe I'm on a 10 milligram dose. You need to know what your dosage is. Then you can play with the backwater by putting different amounts of backwater in to give you a number of units that's easier to draw. It's really hard to draw something that would be like 16.67. That's really hard to find on one of those syringes. So I always move my water around and add a little bit to make it more even so that it's easier to draw on the syringe, because sometimes it's hard to draw those 33.3. I try to make them so they're a little more rounded. So I add additional backwater. Maybe I add 2 milliliters or cc's of backwater to make it a little more even. You want more of an even number, at least I do. It just makes it way easier to do that. So as you can see, I'm kind of playing with it, and I go through until I find something that's way easier as far as units to inject. If you're looking for a very simple, easy app, it is called PepCalc. Very simple, same information. There's just not all the bells and whistles on this one, but it still gives you the units that you can draw and how many units would be in each one based on the information you put in. The last one I'm going to share is a website, jcampbell.com. Look for the peptide calculator. The one thing nice about this, I think especially for newbies, is that it actually has lots of pictures, and it shows you pictures of all of the different, what the syringes look like. I think it kind of walks you through the steps, maybe makes it a little easier. The best thing you can do is try different ones. Maybe you'll find one that I haven't even used that you really like. Find one that works for you. Become familiar with one. It just makes it so much easier. Good luck and happy peptiding.